Hello YouTube, my name's Sean Connors and welcome back to The Outsiders. I've just recently come back from the Games Expo, quite near where I live, about 30 miles away. Met in with some fabulous people, several people from YouTube. Ash, two Matthews, one of them a gentleman gamer. I met Mark Crew, 182, which was absolutely fabulous, and his friends. And obviously there were several people I ran into who obviously knew us from the videos, which was fabulous, fantastic. Thank you all to those people who come up to me and ask me random questions through the 3 days, which was really, really nice. It's lovely to get that. And we just did so many things. I was involved in several games. I was involved in a seminar. I sat next to Mark Hagen, who's the inventor of Vampire the Masquerade, during the seminar, and had an absolute blast and a fantastic moment when he nudged me and asked me, what's he supposed to be talking about next? And I said, your own game. And that was actually one of the for me, he's such an honestly nice guy. I thought it was fabulous. Met a lady called Kat Cobin, I believe is the word, who works for Peregrine or Peregrine Games. I think I've run into her before at Dragon Meet about last December. I'm sure she was there, but I couldn't be absolutely positive, and it's only sort of dawned on me now a few days later. But really great. She was involved in the seminar, very passionate around role playing. Great ideas, and just never got an opportunity, unfortunately, to either GM or game with her to find out, what her sort of style is. So I'm sure these opportunities will come round. But fabulous 3 days, absolutely fantastic, and I'm going to make that a regular occurrence now. And I'm also going to be at Dragon Meet as well for definite, along with looking at other conventions this year. But haven't quite put my pin down on those. But definitely I'll be going to Dragon Meet as well. So if any others are going there in December, I'm definitely going back again. I was there last year. I will be there again. It was a fantastic experience, and I think you're probably hearing that from a number of people, but I genuinely got a lot out of it. My channel will be up and running again properly next week. I'm going to try and recover from whatever it is I've picked up, because I've picked something up from the Expo. I'm not sure it's all the talking or something, but I'm not unused to talking for several hours in a row, but I've generally come down with something, and it's been progressively getting worse as the weeks unfold, and you can probably hear in my voice I'm straining to try and get out the emotion of what I'm trying to say, really, and put some real energy into that. But it was a fabulous experience, and it's left me feeling really, really great for what's going to happen next. I mean, I was involved in so many things at Cthulhu Masters. Again, Gentleman Game was there. Got to speak more clearly this time around with John Dodd, the organiser who does the RPG stuff, and it was fantastic. Funny enough, the day after I came back from the Games Expo, I took my family off to a place called Skylarks, which is just a lovely farm shop here in Northamptonshire, and I ran into a guy called Max, who was one of the other DMs within the Cthulhu Masters the day before. Really ironic. I mean, all the places in all the world, you just happen to walk into my farm. So it was kind of brilliant, and exchanged numbers there, and I'm sure that I liked his DMing style. I could see I always keep a little ear on what's going on around me. There was the only negative of the whole Games Expo is it's quite a tough environment to GM in terms of the rooms often had quite a few tables in them, and the noise level was quite high. And anybody that was in the Cthulhu Masters knows, we created enough noise on our table. But it was very tough, because you're trying to get across, and I think that might have had an impact on us trying to make sure that I was heard, that it was clear. So I think that might have taken its toll. So that's the only thing I could say, that really they're probably going to look into that for the next year round. And as already been mentioned, prices of the Games Expo were quite shockingly high in terms of basics. But I didn't really mind that so much, because my main focus, to be honest, was on running the best games that I could try to run, and it gave me an opportunity, because people have heard me talk for so long, to see me in action, if that makes sense. And that was actually quite a relief, because I really wanted people to experience that. So a number of people have, from their respective YouTube channels, all the people I've mentioned actually. So what my hope is that in due course they will, probably do their own videos about their experiences of what it was like to be involved in one of those games. And they're the best judge. Ultimately it's the audience that decide if it's any good. It doesn't matter what I think. I had a great time, and it had a lot of fun, but it's what they think that really counts. And hopefully, if I've left them with anything, it's the fact that they've gone away, hopefully buzzed from the experience, hopefully seeing something a little different, and at the same time we left them some memories that they want to come back and see this all again. And thank you for coming into my madcap world, guys and girls who were involved. I just wanted to touch base with you all. You know, I'm out there, but I'm not. I haven't been in a good place because week before the Games Expo, a lot of preparation work, as anybody knows. You want to make sure it goes well. And a few days after, I'm really not in a good place right now to be doing lots of videos. So they will come back. Several people have emailed me questions that they would like answered. I'll do a mailbag program start next week and get everything back up and running, and the review program will start back up, and the DM's Tips program will start back up. That will be next week, and we'll get this show back on the road, as they say. And I look forward to any videos that are put out regarding the Games Expo. I've already seen one from Mark Crew. Thank you, Mark, for that. I'm glad you and your friends thoroughly enjoyed the experience, and I was so grateful to hear. I didn't know that was the only game you're involved in. I mean, thank you for that. That's really appreciated, and to get the feedback from your mate Gary and Jess, fabulous. And you could see what's lovely about seeing your video is that a day or two after the event, you can still see them still very excited about the whole experience, which is fabulous, and that's worth its weight in gold for anybody that GMs, I always think. So thanks very much for what I've seen so far. I look forward to more stuff coming out, and your thoughts on the game. You know, please do dissect the game, if you're involved in that, or the Cthulhu Masters tournament if you're involved in that. Talk about it, tell people what was different about it or not so good about it. You know, be honest, share your experiences about what you've encountered, and I'm sure we'll all look forward to seeing those. In due course, in time, I'll probably go into it a little bit more detail. I do have the Cthulhu Masters scenario that I wrote specifically for it, and if anybody wants a copy of that, it's not. The scenario will need some work. You will need to put a bit of energy into it. I normally run a lot of stuff here, but the actual overlay of the story is all there. You can do with it what you want. Very different. I won't say anything here on this video, but I'll let others talk about that. Anyway, thanks again for your time, and I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Maybe next week we'll pick this show back up. Anyway, till then, take care of yourselves, happy gaming, and all the best to you. Bye-bye.